I watched an interview with a woman who didn't use money for 11 years. Not because she was privileged or rich, but because she chose different. It was a beautiful example of building a community in the unstable times we are entering. Before you ask, she lived in a tiny house on a friend's large property. Meanwhile, the costs for housing and basic needs were covered by the friend. So she lived off her friend's money? Before you judge, you have to know. Nothing was bought for her especially. Instead, thanks to her daily labor in the garden, the multi-generational house of 9 people across 2 families could live sustainably and in a less consumeristic way, the way they wanted. When living this way, you have no days off. People tell me that I'm fortunate to have such a big garden, but few would commit to even half the labor this place requires. I feel blessed, even though I didn't choose this in the first place. The house is not technically mine, but it's my life circumstances right now. So if someone tries to say that the woman didn't work, let me challenge that. She admitted she works endless hours a day, but it brings her so much joy knowing she lives up to her values. So if she's working endless hours and I'm working endless hours, yet I still pay rent, what's the difference? Only filming this video makes me wonder how much I had to spend in the past to get here. My yoga mat, clothes, tripods that I used to save for. Yes, I've had them for a long time, but it's still plastic that likely won't recycle in the landfill, despite we'd wish for the exact opposite. Convenience is addictive, and self-awareness is unfortunately not enough. We need a commitment more powerful than that, perhaps found in our contribution to community. I'm still finding my way around this. That brings me to an important question before each purchase I made. Not, do I really need it? Because I can find 1,000 excuses to justify my wishes, but do I want to work for this? Do I want to spend my hours behind the desk to afford this? This is a much more powerful question, and I wish I'd started asking it earlier in life. In January, I made a video encouraging you to stop overconsuming, overanalyzing, and basically vote with your dollar. As superficial as it sounds, you make the decisions daily, and it changes your life. For better or worse, that's upon you. Money became more than paper, more than gold. Spend it on those you trust. This year is really shifting my perspective on the whole concept of industrialization and consumerism. It's unsustainable, yet we're not exchanging more time for labor, and it makes sense in a certain perspective. Not all of us are gardeners. But if you're curious about how we could live more sustainably, lively, and just more free, not tied to the game of money, give this thought a chance. How do you want to contribute to your community? Look at the things in your home. If you were moving tomorrow, what would you take? Is there a resource you have plenty of and can share with others or exchange for something? Can you repair or reuse instead of endless decluttering? What is it that you value in terms of feelings? Peace, joy, freedom? Build your spending habits around that, and I trust you'll see a progress. I decided to go very tough on myself this year because I resonated with the woman when she said, having even a little money, I might not have the self-control, and I would spend it on chocolates. How many purchases do you justify to yourself while still complaining about your bank account? How many of them are truly necessary? When I'm buying a t-shirt made in India, I don't really think about people of India. Do you? That's how the madness of the system still survives. We're on the run for money, yet we don't own it. It still amazes me that if you'd hit a jackpot today, your bank couldn't cash it out for you at once. We're basically living off a made-up currency that is somehow controlled by the man in power. With ever-increasing prices for food, gas, and basic needs, we are still running in the same circles. Why don't we work on our relationships, our gardens, and communities instead? That's where we need to put our time, energy, and attention. As the saying goes, the best things in life are those money can't buy. Even if you're buying an experience or travels, it's how you live it that counts. If this resonated, hit subscribe or share in the comments how do you contribute to your community, and let's inspire each other.